Hello, amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel, Cosmic Contracts. Today, we will get a message, channeled message from Archangel Michael. He is the leader of the angelic realm. He's looking at the spiritual warfare on planet Earth. He's there to guide you, especially the warriors of light and love. He's here to help these souls to raise vibration in the dark densities of planet Earth, where the planet is still vibrating in fear, worries, loneliness, insecurity, feeling of you don't know what's going to happen in future, and that's creating a lot of anxiety and stress and sleepless nights. There in those darkness, there are warriors placed around the planet who themselves will go through this darkness in some way or the other, and they will pull themselves out, and they are somewhere deeply guided by Archangel Michael. Today, you will see that as people are waking up and getting into healing mortalities, Archangel Michael is always the one who has brought them to that place. Okay, you will be amazed how much Archangel Michael is guiding everybody, and it's nothing to do with religion. People from other religion have also started to connect with Archangel Michael, and they have found guidance, and then they have followed the path. So he really comes in with his this strong warrior leadership kind of quality, and people connecting deep down, they also have that essence that he is representing. So Archangel Michael, the question today is that he holds the sword of light, right? So the sword cuts away all the negativity, all the curses, all sorts of black magic, any dense energy in and around you. He's there to protect you, to clear it, to sweep it away, to vacuum it, right? So the message, so the first question is, what is his sword of light cutting, removing away? So what sort of obstacle is there? So what is he cutting away? And since he's going to cut this sort of light, his sort of light is going to cut away or remove something from your life, some sort of energy or something, then what is he gifting you with is the second question. So let's look at the first question. What is his sword of light cutting or removing away? So here Archangel Michael is saying that deep down, you are a very powerful manifester and soul. It's like you have seen instances in your life where you think about certain thing, or you determine yourself that, okay, I want this in my life. And somehow, even if it seems impossible, things just happen in your life, okay, out of nowhere. And this is something that you are aware of. You know that there is some sort of magical power. No, magical power is not what we are shown in movies. Magical power is that the biggest power of magic is that you have this faith, this trust in your divine, whoever that divine is for you according to your explanation. You have this faith that he or she is always going to provide you, and if you need certain things, you are going to get them. Okay, so you have this faith and you have this inner belief in yourself. Your belief system is very, very strong. So what is happening is, so far in your life, you were getting sort of hypnotized with these very important leaders around the globe. So whichever area you are working on, whoever that, every area has their own leader and star kind of a personality. You were just following them like they are some sort of gurus, and you were really hypnotized, magnetized by their presence, by their aura, by their mindset. Okay, and in the process, what happened is, the reason it was happening is that deep down your soul is also meant to have this charismatic aura, this personality that is going to be very unique from the rest. So the place, like right now, it's being shown that you are in the crowd and you're seeing this other person all being just in awe of this person. But in future timelines, you are going to become that person, and you deep down have this this secret desire, we can say, deep down. But the thing is, the secret desire is not yours. It is coming from your soul's plan. This is coming from the divine order. So what is happening is that now the fog, this cloud was there, like, okay, this is the dream life, but no, I cannot achieve that. But now this clarity is coming to you because of your own work somewhere, right? I see this work. You have worked on yourself some ways, you have improved your skills, and what has happened is that this has brought you to a point of opening doors to abundance. It has already started to flow in your life, and somewhere you are seeing it. And what is happening is, because these doors have opened and you have now started seeing this abundance is not just in terms of money, but in terms of seeing that you are more stronger, more courageous. Maybe you're not scared of what's going to happen tomorrow or of the unknown, right? You are kind of still and calm within yourself, and that is a very, very big treasure, especially in today's time when we see how many mental health is taking toll, emotional health, and still you have this very calm aura about you, and that you have earned yourself. You have done a lot of work. So Archangel Michael, he is saying that you are this cosmic being, right? and you are somebody who took directions, who took instructions directly from the divine regarding the work that you came to do here. And it is nothing to do with just because divine has assigned you, so you're here to just do a spiritual work. No, look at the people who are in science field, or who are lawyers, who bring reformative laws, or who bring in technologies that changes the entire world in a second, right? So like when somebody created rocket for us to go to the moon, and the day we landed on the moon, right? So these are some revolutionary changes, right? So you are here to create that world. This is what you are here to do, and you are sort of an in charge. So he's saying that though you are an in charge, but you have been a little lazy. That's what they're saying. You're being lazy to get up and take the leadership role, right? But he's going to remove this laziness about not becoming committed, or being disciplined about your charge that you were given. You were one of the ancient global leaders. So here I'm not seeing like you are some grand king or queen, but what I'm seeing is you are one of these noble leaders, right, in the past lives, who have really helped to bring stability in a civilization, or if it is an empire, or just a very like binding nature. Okay, so this is coming from your past life, but the thing is that right now you are not that binding. You're still somewhere working with your ego mindset, because when we come here, we kind of we are tied to this energy, and we all are reflecting our ego sides, because we chose to come and be we worked via the darkness. So we are going through that darkness, and people might be like, you and noble, no point, because maybe right now we are reflecting that, but the thing is deep down your soul is very noble. Like I'll take Krishna's example. Okay, so Krishna, he was in his childhood, he was very notorious. Always people were like, he's a troublemaker, this and that. And when he used to steal butter, the women over there would say that you are a thief, your child is a thief, to his mother they would say. But then he grew out to be a very noble, wise leader, king, and advisor to Arjuna in war, right? So with time, deep down, what his soul was, it ultimately came out. So you're going through some sort of a similar situation where people don't see this, and you feel like oh, deep down I am this noble person, but it is kind of right now not reflecting in your work and your personality, but deep down you feel the resonance. This is what Archangel Michael is saying. So now moving forward, he's going to cut these confusions and delusions away for your soul to shine out. This human 3D human egoistic energy that you have been operating from this program, this will be cut down. You will start to see these veils, these illusions falling down. So you will get clarity, you will start taking wise decisions when these energies are cut down. And then Archangel Michael is saying that you are this very strong noble leader coming from ancient life, so your soul has this frequency already. But the thing is, the light, as I kept saying, that we came to the darkness to shine. So in the same way, the star, this beautiful light, has to go and get lost in the darkness to again find its darkness. So what the message is saying here is that you are feeling lost. You feel that this is not the reality that you keep imagining, and you feel like this, you're completely not sure about things. There is so much darkness around you. He is now cutting down this darkness. He will start removing things from your life. His sword will start cutting things which are no longer required for you to move in a higher frequency, so that you are not operating from the program of ego or fear, but you're operating from the program of this mindset that there is divine in me and the other person or other thing in front of me. Even if you see a table, right, where we are studying, where we are working, even that is sort of has some sort of consciousness. You might agree or not agree, but even they have a feeling, right? So they are vibrating only in terms of feeling. Obviously they cannot speak and talk like us, but there is a vibrational energy to this desk. This is like just an example to give you, to make you understand that deep down what's happening is that once he starts cutting this darkness, you will now start to operate from this energy of that we are together, right? We are there as one. At the end of the day, we are doing we are reflecting our energies via our individual natures, but at the end we are all going to merge with that one divine light. So this is going to bring in harmony and calmness in you, and this is what you're going to operate from moving further. You will start believing in divine timing, that everything is going to happen for divine timing, because we have the tendency of, oh my god, when is this going to happen, when is that going to happen? We lose our patience, right? We want things to get done quickly. But you will be reminded of something known as divine timing, and you will put your faith in that yeah, things happen according to the divine timing. You will start to see, because he's going to cut away these energies, you will see synchronicities in your life. You are getting that already, but till now maybe you were catching at times, maybe missing at times, but now you will realize coincidences are not actually coincidences, but there are synchronicities happening in your divine path. And these guides and angels that you are connecting with, they are the ones sending these signals. So he's removing this fog from around you, so that you start operating from a different program of of the divine order, not of this 3D egoistic human nature, right? And you, every time these synchronicities happen, your internal magic is already there, but now it is going to increase as you shift in the vibration. So what is going to happen is that you will start just everything you will feel like every moment is like a divine timing for you. Even if bad things are coming, you will know, oh okay, this is like leading me to somewhere. It is the timing of divine, not mine. And then what is going to happen is, because the more you start to sink in with the divine timelines, with the divine wisdom, you will automatically start pouring in the knowledge, because you're now going to channel this knowledge, and you're going to pour it out via your words, via your writing. Even if you're a dancer, so you are going to dance with these energies, or if you're a painter, you're going to paint these things. Whatever your skill set is, you will start to reflect that wisdom of the divine that is kind of coming from within you. This is what is going to get this is what's going to happen when he starts to cut away with his sword of light, right? So you will start to walk in this so-called path of life as a wise one, and you will be revered and respected, and you will ultimately see that till now you were somebody in the crowd watching somebody up on the stage, but there is a time that is going to come that you will be on the stage and people will be watching you. So this is what his sword of light is cutting and moving you towards. Okay, now let's go to the second part. The second part, now we will see that now since the light has cut these things and moved you to this energy, what are the gifts that are pouring into your life? What I see is that your energy is now sinking in with the earth element, Mother Gaia. Okay, so you might feel connected to the stones or crystals. Now you would be able to clearly identify that yes, your frequency is kind of in tune with Mother Earth, with the stones, with the crystals, and even with your divine guide, spiritual guides. You will understand now. You will stop to speak like, maybe you were a good speaker or something, but now rather than speaking more, you will start to tune into these energies. Like, you'll automatically feel this. They are showing that you hear this buzz sound in your ear from time to time. Okay, it's like tuning in your energies. They are doing the tuning as you raise your vibration, and now you will be clear. You will have this clear channel of understanding this frequency. You will grow a lot of, because your energy is growing to a level where you will be able to tune in. You might be seeing this, that all of a sudden your energy has shifted to kind of how do I put this word, but you are kind of automatically connecting with animals, or you love spending time outside all of a sudden next to maybe a park or somewhere next to a waterfall, maybe water, taking long showers also if there is no water, but somehow you are connecting, and all of a sudden you are seeing that life is like a beautiful color of rainbows. There are different colors, but this life is very, very beautiful. So this is what you are seeing, and you are totally in sync with this energy. You are opening up to your compassionate energies, attracting a lot of souls in whichever form they are towards you for that comfort and healing that you are radiating, right? Just by being in your presence, or you being in their presence, you are just sharing this calm energy, this energy of we're not separate. There is no loneliness. We are together. This is the kind of energy that you are radiating. And what is happening is that people will start to feel this connection to what you say or what you produce via you, because this is kind of a divine production happening via you, right? And your third eye, that is going to become very active, like a crystal sending out focused laser visions. Okay, it's going to show you focused laser visions, and that's what you're going to produce out in the world. This is like a gift of clairvoyance that you can talk is opening up, that because of this third eye opening, you have started to put you're deeply trusting your intuitions. You even might be able to see in future auras of people. You would be able to sense their energy. You already sense energy, but you will be able to see the auras. You'll be very well be able to tune not just into the frequencies or the emotions or feelings of animals, but you will be able to feel how humans are feeling, how a plant is feeling, how a bird is feeling. You are expanding your energy. You are basically what's happening with you is you have promoted yourself to open to more compassion, more care, being generally open to everyone around you, trusting not, maybe still there are trust issues with humans, but trusting the divine, that has become very solid. Therefore your intuition is becoming very 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 strong, because you're now trusting your gut feeling, and that is activating a focus laser vision via your third eye. Now you're able to, like, till now life was like a puzzle, but now you will be able to see all these beautiful colors. There are multiple layers, but it's like a beautiful rainbow when we are connected together, when we are united together. Right now maybe we are not united as a collective, but still you will see it like a musical symphony being played when you tap into that energy. So this is the gift. You would be able to telepathically offer your greetings, and you will receive responses. So you will be able to understand that just by telepathically you are sending this connection, you're sending this greeting, and you are getting a response back, right? So, like, see, some of us have come to serve, okay, and they're here to offer, they produce or help. But there are others, protecting, others that protected humans, or they offered companionships. So you are practicing, maybe you're not here, you feel like, okay, but I'm not here to serve us anything, but you're just here to practice this Buddhist philosophy of not being harmful to anybody, being harmless. And this is one of the highest qualities that one can attain, especially on this planet. That is why this is one of the biggest teachings of Buddha, to practice ahimsa, not harming any soul. And not just, does not just mean physically, but since you're elevating your feelings, you would not be even able to harm anybody via your feelings, right? Some people hold jealousy or anger, and they end up saying some bitter words. This is not you, like, in your heart only you will not have these things, right? So let alone that they're coming to the to your mouth. You are going to get a lot of divine downloads. This is one thing that is coming clearly from you. And rather than living this mundane life of stress, of always worrying about future, of, oh my god, today we have to do this and that, you will kind of just detach, and you'll be like, listen, what, I want to create more fun in my life. I want to play like a child. I want to enjoy, and I want to pass this on to everybody around me, that life is beautiful. Okay, even if it is not, if we can sense this fear and worries, then why not just dip our feet into the other side of believing that love is also there, fun is also there. We are here to enjoy, and we can create these beautiful spaces. So you are doing a lot of fun, you are enjoying. And the thing is, when you do these fun activities, these activities that open your inner child, even your spirit guides, especially angels, they are rejoicing up there, right? And they are also enjoying, they are also laughing. So you are spreading this light from planet earth, and it's like sending a light signal up to the other realm. So you are sending this light, okay? And what is going to happen is, the more you start acknowledging your desires and needs, and take steps to meet them. See, taking action is again very important. And now you're coming to a phase where you will start to recognize things, and you'll be like, hey, wait a minute, right? I am already doing these things, so let's just make an honest effort and examine my gifts, talents and achievements, like one thorough look, and see how I want to use them. So you're now becoming aware of these, and you're nurturing the good qualities within yourself. And when you start to recognize, yeah, there may be 100 bad things, but there is one good thing about me, you feel relaxed, you feel happy, you feel comfortable within your own presence. Some people are not, they are not happy with their own selves. So many people, they don't even want to see themselves. They feel we are ugly souls or ugly people. Why is that happening? They're not able to acknowledge their other sides, their other shades that all of us have, but some just they can't. So you are acknowledging that you are a spiritual soul having this human experience, but there are other dimensions to you, as a human, as a spirit, and as a cosmic being. And now you're aligning with this higher presence of you, your true self. And what's going to happen is that when you open this channel, that there is more to you than just being this human self, you're automatically making yourself it's like lifting your spirits up. This is what you are getting. This is what you're getting when his light of sword cuts you. All right. So, acknowledgement, wisdom, you're tuning in more, you're opening up to more compassion, you're opening to more of your clairvoyant skills, you are healing more of your inner child. I hope these messages helped you. Lots of love. Take care.